So this week, we are going to be learning a little bit more about how the variables are stored in memory and what's the difference between a value type and a reference type, and how does that impact passing data to methods. Going to be taking a look at all of that. We're also going to take a look at typecasting, where if you have integer data that you want to store in a double variable, how can you temporarily convert the integer to double? Okay, and then we'll take a little closer look at how memory is used in our programs. Okay, so that is what we are covering this week. So you are going to go through chapter 8. Okay, so you're going to look at value types and primitives, actually see how things are stored, how that is different than reference types. We're going to take actually a closer look at the two areas of memory where variables are stored and what the difference is. Okay, and all of this information that we're covering this week is something that you need to know for the C# certification exam that we take in the CIT 255 class. Okay, so you don't have to worry about the certification exam this semester. Okay, it'll be next year. But memory use, types of memory, that's all in the exam. So once you finish the reading, you're going to want to do the understanding check, and then you're going to do the lab assignment. The lab assignment has 3 different exercises. Okay, and the first one, the purpose is for you to understand the difference between call by reference and call by value. This deals with the types of variables that you are passing to methods. Okay, and there is a video that explains this. And then the second exercise is so you understand the difference between passing an entire array and passing a single element to a method. The way they are handled is different, and it's something that you need to know and you need to remember. And then the third one, we are going to create a game. Yay. We like creating games. In this one, we are actually going to be using reference variables, okay, and in a fun way. I'm also introducing how to change color, so we can change the foreground and background colors in the console, which makes them much more interesting to look at. Okay, so that is all in here. I do have an example for you guys to look at, and um, there's plenty of information here for you to kind of sift through. Okay, and again, there is a video at the very, very top, okay, that you can watch. And if you want to see watch all of the video, it is 28 minutes long. However, if you just want to watch exercise 2 or exercise 3, this is telling you where to forward it to. So exercise 2 begins at 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Exercise 3 begins at 13 minutes and 24 seconds. Most of the video is on exercise 3. Okay, so make sure that, if you understand what you're doing on exercise 1 and 2, I highly recommend watching the video and forwarding it so that you get the exercise 3 information, because that will definitely help you. Okay, then additional resources. Let's see. It looks like my heading disappeared. We should have an ebook heading, which I will add in. These are the links to all the ebook stuff. And then additional reference down here, just some of the terms and some of the concepts that we learned in this chapter. I do have additional information on all of that for those of you that are interested. So that is what we are working on this week. If you have any questions or if you run into problems, please let me know. And again, because the programs are getting lengthy, especially our games, um, make sure if you have a problem that you don't send me a screenshot. I actually need your code. So you're going to have to copy the code and paste it into an email and send it to me. And then I will be able to help you. So I hope all of you have an awesome week and let me know if you run into problems.